Interesting facts about the African wild dog. The African wild dog is one of the most famous canine species, with a unique appearance and distinctive behavioral characteristics that make it unique throughout Black Africa. Known as the Cape Hound or painted dog, due to its distinctive appearance, this animal is extremely social and has a beautiful spotted appearance that is easily distinguished from other dog breeds. Appearance characteristics of the African wild dog. The African wild dog has a medium size, and its most obvious appearance feature is spotted fur in different colors of red, black, white, brown, and yellow, the pattern of which is unique in each dog. It seems that this color and spotted appearance can play a good role in camouflaging the dog with its surroundings. This type of dog has big ears, a muzzle, and long legs with 4 toes on each. This is one of the biggest differences between the African wild dog and other species because other dogs have 5 toes on each foot. Another characteristic of this animal is its large stomach and long intestine, which help it absorb as much moisture as possible from the food it consumes. Behavioral characteristics. The African wild dog is a highly social animal that lives in herds of between 10 and 30 members. In these herds, there is a strict class system, and the herd is led by the dominant female dog. This species is the most social breed of dog in the world, doing all its work in groups, from hunting and sharing food to helping sick members of the herd and raising children. African wild dogs communicate through touch, gestures, and vocalizations, and pack members are incredibly intimate. They huddle together to lick each other while wagging their tails and making loud noises before hunting. This animal is often active at dawn and dusk. Location. African wild dogs naturally roam the deserts, open plains, and dry savannas of Black Africa. Although today the habitat range of this animal in these areas is rapidly decreasing, it seems that this dog lived in almost 40 different countries on the African continent throughout history, while today it is limited to 10 to 25 countries. Currently, the national parks of southern Africa, especially Botswana and Zimbabwe, contain the largest population of African wild dogs. This animal needs large areas to live in a herd, and from there, its habitat range is rapidly decreasing, and the size of the herds is also smaller than before. African wild dog food. The African wild dog is a carnivorous and opportunistic hunter that hunts animals larger than itself as a herd in the plains of Africa. It primarily preys on large mammals, such as boars and various species of longhorns, and supplements its diet by eating rodents, lizards, birds, and insects, although it also preys on much larger herbivores, such as the maned grouse, which are also known to become vulnerable due to illness or injury. Prey usually runs much faster than dogs, and their chase can last for kilometers. However, wild dogs are successful in most cases due to their endurance and ability to maintain their speed for a long time. In addition, pack hunting helps dogs corner their prey easily. Enemy. The African wild dog has very few enemies in its native habitats due to its herd life as well as its relatively large body and dominant nature. Among the enemies of this animal, we can mention lions and hyenas that hunt dogs separated from the herd. One of the biggest threats to the African wild dog are farmers who kill their livestock for fear of being hunted by this species of dog. In addition, the sharp reduction of natural habitats has caused the herds to shrink in the native areas. Currently, This animal lives mostly in national parks. Birth in herds of African wild dogs. Usually only one pair reproduces, which is the dominant male and female dog. The pregnancy period of a female dog is about 70 days, and she gives birth to between 2 and 20 puppies with each birth. In the first weeks after giving birth, the mother stays with her cubs, and other members of the herd provide them with food. Puppies come out of the nest between 2 and 3 months old while still being cared for by the entire pack until they are old enough to become independent. After puberty, female dogs leave the herd to join another herd or start a new herd themselves. It seems that the more care the puppies receive, the more likely they are to survive. Lifespan: the African wild dog can live between 10 and 13 years. Danger of extinction: currently, the African wild dog is listed as an endangered species. Because its numbers are decreasing rapidly, especially in recent years, it seems that less than 5,000 dogs live in Black Africa today, and their number is decreasing day by day. Among the factors involved in this issue, we can mention the hunting of this animal by humans, the loss of habitat, and their vulnerability to the spread of disease by livestock. Interesting facts: the African wild dog can run at a speed of 72 km per hour. No two dogs have the same pattern on their fur. The large, round ears of this dog rotate like satellite dishes to detect faint sounds from far away. During periods of food scarcity, adult dogs eat less so that the puppies in the group are adequately fed. This issue gradually causes them to be malnourished, which is why dogs that live in herds with more puppies usually have a shorter lifespan than others. The African wild dog is considered one of the most successful wildlife hunters in Africa, with 80% success in its hunts. It is interesting to know that the lion succeeds in its hunts only about 30% of the time. Each herd occupies about 1,500 square kilometers, so, for example, an area the size of London with 7.5 million people can only accommodate 1 or 2 herds. Unlike many other species, the male dog remains in the herd after puberty, and the female dog is separated from the herd. Feeding puppies old enough to eat solid food is even more important than feeding the dominant male and female of the herd. The African wild dog was once considered a pest, but today it has become a symbol of pride in Zimbabwe, and thanks to local efforts and grassroots organizations, its population has doubled in recent years. This dog is very smart at hunting. In this way, when chasing the prey, some dogs run faster and the others more slowly, and until the dogs near the prey get tired, the next group takes the place. This animal is not involved in sharing the hunt with its packmates. Even the dogs that did not participate in the hunt. The large and long intestine of the African wild dog has resulted in an efficient digestive system to absorb as much moisture as possible from its food, which has given this animal a good ability to live in dry climates because it can go for long periods of time without needing to drink. Let water live.